We'll soon find out whether or not she had any minions left over when they get trounced again and end up in my other prisons. Just, I want to make sure I actually have forces to take this guy on. Like, I don't want to failed assault. In all likelihood, I don't think... I think my armies are good enough. I could probably crush them. But I want my victory to be total. No, it doesn't seem like she had any minions left over. Remember how they ended up in, this guy over here, his prisons. Once we destroyed his core, I was figuring maybe that would happen for her, but she didn't seem to have any prisons. Either that, or I just can't find them. Alright. Sound back on. Let's march to the first core. If I'm doing this, I'm doing it, properly and destroying both cores. I guess we lost the Necromancer here. It would explain the ghouls freaking out. We've got quite a few high-level minions. I'm gonna start putting down some more bridges here, because minions seem to have some difficulty crossing.
Your minions fight the enemy.
I was like, that's a strange graphical glitch. I trying to control certain parts here. I have to build around it there. Of course, you come down the river of lava. Not hard for their brains. Honestly, I assume they all get employed by sheer nepotism. Or something. Christ, Korvek has a lot of minions. Then again, so do I. So do I.
Your minions are in combat.
I'm trying not to sneeze presently. It is very difficult. And of course they're trying to claim my bridges. I don't really care. If this goes according to plan, I'm winning. In, 5 seconds. See, that's a cool design. It's like a guy chained down it. Anything more to that, or apparently not. Make sure I have everything possible here. While I have the 3 sins. Yeah, seems so. Guess if I lose my Titan, the sins will just go on me summoning it. You actually have to spend a new sin each time. Hey. Come on, finish him off. Here we go. Now you have to come over here and destroy this core. Bloody hell, that's a massive army. Then again, what are the levels like? Then again, I think just the sheer amount means, the levels don't matter nearly as much. Oh, if you have 100 level 1, they're still going to wreck face. Especially with the AI glitching out here a bit. I'm not sure if it's my machine or the game. It could go either way. Or maybe it could be a combination of the both. Of the two. Actually, when it comes, here's one issue I'm having, tech issue I'm having with my computer recently. Witcher can't record it. I can't export my save file from Witcher 1 to Witcher 2. Contacted a bit of GOG support. It wasn't like the official Witcher thing. I actually had to contact support to get support. One second, let me finish my thought. I tried to contact, I couldn't use a bit of the support forums, so I contacted another part to get help with that, and they just tried to help me with the game. And they couldn't fix it. I got onto the proper support, but they haven't got back to me in a week. No, sorry, nearly a week. I think. Or maybe it's been over a week by now. I actually don't remember. I've kind of been oversleeping the last few days, so I could rely on so long I would fall back asleep. But regardless, yeah. So I'm can't record Witcher. So I'm thinking I might have to wait till I get that new PC. Similarly, I think I might wait till I get the new PC to play Outlast. Outlast. The horror game I played before. Don't think it got any views. I actually had it flagged for 18s only as well. Just because, well, I didn't bore out nudity. There was random dick in it, so I think I kind of have to. Keep fighting. My minions are just so stubborn, they're not succumbing to the whole, army trying to beat them down. They're still beating the shit out of the dungeon core. Just out of sheer stubbornness.
Defeated. I've no more quarrel with you, my lord.
You're a greater warrior than I thought. I submit to you, Underlord.
But I failed to recognize see how this is relevant. Are we all banished to the Ether? I'm confused.
Bent to the power of the keynote, they will prove no threat to you in the coming battle. Let's make haste.
But aren't they banished to the Ether now?
All that remains is for us to win one final victory over the Empire, and to avenge those who have fallen to their underhanded schemes.
They had underhanded schemes? Well, news to me. I didn't know the Empire had schemes. They just seem to, whatever, to have schemes.
You are as a god. With these three bent to your will, your war against the Empire capital is sure to end in bloody victory.
Again, I don't see how it's relevant that they're bent to my will. They're banished to the Ether. They're irrelevant now. Unless somehow defeating their dungeon cores hasn't banished them to the Ether, then how did it do so to Marcus? Unless the Empire somehow cut him off from his home realm, therefore making the one in Kairos his only dungeon core. But that was never stated. That was never expanded upon. So as far as I know, somehow destroying any core is enough to banish you completely. So I don't see how it's relevant that they're bent to my will. they have to reform in the ether, and who knows how long it will take before they're back, you know, to actually assist or not to get in my way, you know? It's. I find the game interesting and it's fun, but it's just like they clearly didn't fully think about some of the things they're saying and doing here. Okay. I'm going to get into this level. You can hear the first bits of cutscenes. They'll start marking different places to mine, but then I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to save the recording. I'll come back in a moment and finish off the game. It's just I don't want to have to record everything again.
All your work has been towards this very moment, Underlord. The Empire is in shambles. Its army is decimated. Its people are paralyzed with fear. The Emperor Lucius has sealed himself away in the hopes that the dark may hide him. Begin your siege of the Citadel, Underlord, and seize our final victory.
Alright. That is actually a good idea. Using quick freeze potions on your dungeon core to shield it from harm for a short while. It's a good idea. For whatever reason, just reading that, I end up thinking of the movie Snowpiercer. Not a bad movie. Just make sure you get a copy with subtitles. Or if you're watching it, it has subtitles. Whichever phrasing is correct. I remember seeing one before. It didn't. So, one of the main characters, or a very important secondary character, only speaks Korean. I'm not.
Lies their dithering emperor, Lucius. He waits for us.
I assume it's Korean because it's actually movies actually made in association with the Korean.
He's now fully absorbed the owl.
Some Korean travel governmental organization.
His mind creaks under the strain of it, and madness eats away at him. In order to reach him and finally destroy the owl, you will first need to overcome the formidable
I'll talk about it again in a moment. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right.
It would be wise to scout the surrounding area before assaulting the fortress directly.
Also, don't mind talking over him.
May have some tricks up their sleeve. You've discovered an artifact.
My father would simply have destroyed you and sent you packing. I intend to burn you to the very core. With the Elm, I am more than unstoppable. I am a god to my subjects. And I have the power to cast evil out from my glorious empire until the end of time. You will never again enter my realm. You're nothing more than one more cockroach. And I'm wearing very heavy boots.
Okay, I find that line funny.
I'll give you a fighting chance. And when I tire of our little game, I will finish you.
The keep is sheathed in protective magic.
1 second. Let me just finish this. Actually, I'll leave them talk. It's fine.
I don't think they want us to get in, Underlord. Unleash the Kinos to smash through this barrier and teach them a lesson in hospitality.
I remember the first time, since we're talking about him, the god they were saying about how the emperor was going mad because of the and I'm trying not to belch and whatnot, and he's talking about, oh, you never again come to my realm. I remember, for whatever reason, I started mocking the emperor, the realm of the purple elephants. And shit like this. It doesn't work quite as well because I don't remember the the setup of the thing and whatnot. But I just like doing the laugh. So.
I can feel their beating hearts. Thousands, millions, all for me, all all ready to follow my every command?
Oh, the purple elephants.
You've discovered an artifact.
I don't know why I chose purple elephants. Maybe I think I was actually thinking of the pink elephants from Dumbo. When you spawn in all the imps.
You're low on lockable.
Okay, let's save. Yep. That was actually saved from last night. Well, I suppose you may be thinking, oh, couldn't you use that to make, re-recording it easier? Not really. I would still have to record everything that happened before it and whatnot, so just had no choice but to start over again. So, anyway, folks, I'll be back in a moment.